The drug epidemic is tearing families apart right here in our own communities. La Crosse County has already set a record for the number of drug overdose deaths in a year, and there's still more than 3 months left. So far in 2020, there have been 30 drug overdose deaths. 7 of them happened within a 2-week period at the end of August and beginning of September. 7 deaths in 13 days. And the majority of these deaths are linked to the powerful opioid fentanyl. Tonight, only on News 8 Now, you'll meet 2 moms bonded by loss who are determined to let others know their sons are more than just numbers.
He was always a character, always trying to do something funny and make people laugh. He was a great person, was willing to do anything for anyone. Was just a fun guy to be around.
He made everybody laugh. He joked about everything. He would tease everybody. He would light up a room when he walked in.
2 young men with their whole lives ahead of them.
It has been the worst 8 months of my life.
2 mothers left trying to make sense of their losses.
An officer took me aside and he said, "He's gone."
Terry Gullickson and Michelle Gully of Holman didn't know each other a month ago.
I'm grateful that I have her.
But now they don't know what they would do without one another.
I feel her pain. I know her pain.
Keaton Bendel was a 2012 graduate of Holman High School. He was set to get married next weekend.
I never in my wildest dreams would have thought that my son would be a statistic.
Keaton had his struggles growing up. He lost a lot of people that were close to him, including his dad just a few years ago. And he and his girlfriend welcomed a baby boy while they were still in high school.
He was loving being a dad. He was a wonderful dad.
But not long after the birth of his son, things started to go downhill for Keaton, and drugs entered the picture.
Which I wasn't aware at the time when it started. But I'm learning now that he was doing some pretty harsh drugs.
He was able to get his life back on track.
Everything was looking great. He was happy about life.
But on January 18th, 2020, at just 25 years old, Keaton lost his battle with addiction.
Never did I think that I would lose a child, much less to a drug. Trying to figure out how to live my life without my son in it is very difficult.
Just 6 months prior to Keaton's death, Michelle was living her own nightmare.
Sunday morning, July 21st.
Dustin Stockowitz was also a Holman High School graduate, class of 2007.
The all-American kid in high school.
He started using when he was around 20 years old. He became addicted to pain pills.
I don't know how long it was when I found out that he was injecting heroin.
He had done outpatient and inpatient treatment, got clean and relapsed, even overdosed a number of times. But the drugs just kept pulling him back.
These kids didn't ask to be addicts. Nobody is born wanting to be an addict.
In between his drug use, he was also building a family with his fiancée, a girl.
She was Daddy's princess.
And 2 boys.
He loved them kids.
But on a summer day last year, it all came to a sudden end. At just 30 years old, this overdose would be Dustin's last.
All I can do is hear myself saying I want to see my son.
Both Michelle and Terry would eventually learn what killed their sons.
He was a gamer, so we were told that typically gamers try to They will take stuff to keep themselves awake through the night. What he thought was cocaine turned out to be 100% fentanyl.
He died of a fentanyl-laced heroin overdose. It's not accidental. That's murder. That is murder. They know my son did not purchase that drug.
Had he known what that was, he would not have taken it. He had so much to look forward to, and he was so excited to be marrying the love of his life and raising their son.
Now they want justice for their sons.
There's so many people that are buying what they think is something else, and it's turning out to be fentanyl, and it's killing people.
But they just keep letting him go and letting him go and letting him go, and more and more and more people are dying, and it's not right. We need a judicial system that will stand up for these people that have died because of the dealers.
Two moms on a mission
I will not stand silent.
for their sons because their lives mattered too.
I'm supposed to go first, not my child.
I don't want any other mother or father or anyone to have to go through what I've gone through in the last 7 months.
Well, unfortunately, Michelle is dealing with this again. Her oldest daughter is addicted to drugs as well and has been living on the streets. She's tried numerous times to help her, but with no success. And she's afraid she's going to get that same call she got about her son, Dustin. Now, Michelle says one of the barriers for getting help for people is with their addictions is there are very few treatment places in this area, and it just costs too much for people. And if you know someone who needs help with addiction, you can always reach out to the number 211.